is our lesson today on balancing, and there's a lot of different aspects to balance. So we'll be talking about physical balance, talking about emotional balance. We'll be talking about balancing your life in terms of, work and play, friends and family, those kinds of things. We're actually going to start with alternate nostril breathing. I would definitely recommend some tissues nearby. So there's different ways people teach you to breathe alternatively or alternately. But really what you want to do is somehow you're going to control with one hand your right nostril and your left nostril. So usually most of us are right-handed, so you're using your dominant hand, whichever that is. Your pointer finger and middle finger kind of are out of play here. You can bend them down and keep them down here towards your nose, or you can touch them to the top of your forehead. So you have to see what's comfortable for you. My pinky finger doesn't reach that well. I don't feel that comfortable with it. So I use my ring finger, but a lot of instructors will tell you to use your pinky. It kind of depends on your hand and the mobility in your hand. So play with this. Really the goal is we're gonna take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and then we're gonna start, okay? So we're gonna start with the right side. Just getting yourself calm and settled. Okay. We are gonna take a deep breath in. We're gonna plug the right side and exhale out the left. Now, deep breath in with the left nostril. Plug it and exhale out the right. Deep breath in right. Plug, exhale out the left. Deep breath in left. Plug, exhale out the right. Deep breath in right. Plug, exhale out left. Deep breath in left. Plug, exhale out the right. Deep breath in right. Plug, exhale out left. Deep breath in left. Plug, exhale out the right. Deep breath in right. Plug, exhale out left. Deep breath in left. Plug, exhale out the right. Let's do 3 more rounds. Deep breath in right. Plug, exhale out left. Deep breath in left. Plug, exhale out the right. Deep breath in right. Plug, exhale out the left. Last round. Deep breath in left. Plug, exhale out the right. Okay, you might want to blow your nose. You might have noticed some drainage or whatever. I definitely did. Okay, so hopefully you feel more clear, more calm, more relaxed, balanced in your energy centers. All right, from there, we'll get started our regular way with a faded tone. Give your body a chance to sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. One more deep breath in. Exhale it out. Let's begin today's practice with a body scan so that when we begin our asana practice in a moment, we have a sense of what needs to feel balanced. Where are we feeling tight? Where are we feeling loose? And if it's different on either side, we can work with what we're already aware of. So bringing your attention to your feet, your toes. Notice any aches or pains, any tightness. And at this time, just be aware of it. So if one side feels different than the other side, you can work with intention through our practice. Bring your attention to your ankles. Taking stock and awareness. Moving up through the shins and the calves. Moving up to the knees, around the knees, back of the knees. Bring your awareness to your thighs, your hamstrings, your thighs. Bring your awareness to your hips, your abdomen, your low back, sides of your body, right and left side, all the way up to your underarms. Coming back around and standing with middle abs, underneath the rib cage, the chest, pecs, like the shoulders. Just noticing, checking in with them. How are you feeling? If there's any tightness, any aches or pains. Coming in down arms to the biceps and triceps, the elbows, down the forearm, wrist, fingers. Coming back up to the neck area, just notice if you feel any tightness. Up to your face. Feel how your face feels right now. Imagine what it looks like. So imagine if your muscles are being tightening or are relaxing. Big exhale, inhale, stretch and reach, lengthen. Touch the palms to heart center. Exhale, bring the arms back down. Like a rainbow. Inhale, make the rainbow. Exhale, slide down the rainbow on either side. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Bring the palms together, bring the hands at heart center, pause. Bow your head if you wish. Inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, forward fold. In the seated position, Sukhasana. Allow that lower back to start to come along. Maybe move your hands even farther if it's available to you. and walking yourself back up. Inhale, all the way. Exhale to the right. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, up and over to the left side stretch. I love my side stretches. Inhale, up, and twist to the right. That lower, or that back hand, that right hand, support you. Inhale, grow taller, exhale, go deeper. Lengthening the spine and going even deeper. Inhale, exhale, up, and to the right. Oh, feels amazing. To the left, whatever it is. Oh, it's early. Good, Sufi grind. So coming forward, and then to the right, back up. Squeeze the abs around the shoulders forward. To the left. Let's smooth that out. Squeeze the abs around and squeeze. Nicely done. Oh, feels amazing. Pause, let's go the other way. Maybe one more time around. Good, okay. Coming onto all fours for hands and knees. We'll say that cow, mad cat. We'll say that cow, mad cat. Do a few more here, just at your own pace. Really start to stretch and get that body so that it's waking up a little bit. Good. Let's push back into a child's pose. Inhale, exhale, walk the hands to the right. If you can get your head down. Walking the hands back through the middle. And then balance it by going to the left. Coming down on your tummy. Let's do Sphinx to start today. Hands forward. Inhale, exhale, pull the shoulders back and down. Let the throat be exposed. Bring the feet together. Squeeze your hiney. Pushing your shoulders down, away from your ears. Be alert and watchful. Hands coming down, locust, inhale. Exhale, level 1 locust is just the head and the chest. You can do whichever version feels good for you. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Head, chest, and arms if you're feeling obliged to do that. Level 2. And exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Level 3, everything comes up. Breathe, notice, squeeze and breathe. Reach. Let's try to be here a few more breaths. Now you're kind of balancing on your hips. Exhale down. Pushing back through that child's pose. Coming up onto your knees, Anjaneyasana, low lunge with the knee down. Right foot comes forward. Just gonna drive our hips forward here. Bring the attention to the back knee. Notice how it's helping you stay stable. Sweep the arms up. A little arch back if you can, that feels okay. Hands come down, exhale. Push into your plank. Super strong in plank. If you need a break, go ahead and put your knees down. So try to push your shoulders away from the ears. Lower slowly. Left foot coming forward. Bring those hips forward. Inhale, exhale, sweep up. Arch back if you can. Notice how you have those little tiny movements even when you're balancing. Exhale, hand comes down. Lift the knee off. Runner's lunge, step back into your plank. Super strong in plank. Good, knees come down. Kicking your right leg out to the side. Side stretch to the right. Feels good. I like that. Coming all the way up. Leaning forward here. So you can get your forehead on the floor. It's a nice little stretch here. Just booty back in. Exhale, come up, gate pose. So when we do side plank later, this is going to be available to you as an alternative. Inhale, exhale, reach out past the head. Oh, nice. I'm really feeling that hip stretch here. Feels amazing. And let's move to plank. Super strong in plank, nobody can break you. Lower all the way to the floor, and if you're not able to do that, then just by lowering, you can bring your knees down first and coming down whichever way you can. Inhale, exhale, cobra level one. And down. Inhale, exhale, cobra level two, a little bigger now. Inhale, exhale, down. Inhale, exhale, cobra, level three, whichever one you can do. Or which one do you feel like doing right now? Sometimes early in the morning, I just don't want to be all that. And that's okay. Honor your body, listen to it. That's what the purpose of this is. Push back through your plank. Inhale, exhale. Right knee is going to come down, left knee is going to come out. Over to the left side stretch. Just settling in here. This feels good. Coming all the way up, pitching forward. So you can hit your forehead on the floor. If you can't, maybe you want to stack your fists, placing your forehead on your fist, or maybe you have a block available to you. Inhale, exhale, coming back up into gate. So right hand goes down, left hand goes to the ceiling. First, we want to really open the hip and the chest here. Exhale, moving through a longer stretch of the arm out past the head. Inhale, exhale, plank. Super strong in plank and nobody can break you. Walk your plank if you want to. Pushing the heel down, bending the opposite knee and switching. Feel a stretch in the ankle here, as well as you might feel in the upper calf. Rocking your hips back to downward facing dog. Breathe. Walking the feet to the hands, coming to the top of the mat. Hang out right here in your forward fold. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Preparing for your sun salutations. Couple more breaths. Focus. See if you can find the balance in your feet. Inhale. Raise the arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, leading with the heart, hinging at the hips. Half lift to lengthen, forward fold, go deeper. Step back right, you are in your runner's lunge. Step back left, you're in your plank. Super strong in plank. I'm going to do a crocodile, you can do a chaturanga. Knees, chest, holding your shoulders back. Exhale, tuck your toes under. Downward facing dog and lengthen. Walk your feet to your hands. 2 breaths right here, slow and deep. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. As you rise, shoulders back 3 times. Let's repeat. Inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Half lift to lengthen, forward fold, go deeper. Step back left, under lunge. Step back right plank, super strong in plank. Shoulders away from the ears, tighten everything, no saggy booties. No saggy tummies, no booties sticking out, right? Crocodile for me. And then on your right, moving through your back bend. Whichever form you choose. Tuck your toes under, down dog, and lengthen. Walk your feet to your hands. Reverse swan dive, bend knees, set right arms out like airplanes. Scoop up. Come to the top, rise. Touch palm center. Bring your hands at heart center. Pose of stillness. We're going to be here for a few minutes. Touch your breath. Repeat a body scan. and toes all the way up. For 5 breaths or so. Really tune into your body. Do you have a spot where one side feels tighter or more achy? So if you do, you're going to notice it, you're going to acknowledge it, and then as you practice, you're going to be mindful of that. You're not going to go too far with it, but you're going to try to promote that healing, that sense of balance within your body as best you can. Inhale, exhale, unfold the head. Draw a line down the side of your body as you come into forward fold. Half lift to lengthen, forward fold, and you just step back right. Bring the knee down, sweep up to that low line, get the knee down. Exhale, turn and twist. To the right. To the left, turn, twist to the left. Just absorb if you can. Bring the hands down, step back to plank. Super strong in plank. All right, I'm doing chaturanga. You can do kapha. When you're ready, rock it into your up dog or your cobra. Good. From here, we're going to lay down. Grab the right foot. Inhale. Exhale. Pop this up. Pop the thigh off. Right kidney down. Better for your neck if it is. Inhale, exhale. Come on to your side. Bring the leg up, knee up, and then extend the leg. Whoa. Breathe. See, I'm having trouble balancing here, and I'm rocking too much, so I have to figure out how to adjust that. There we go, leg comes down. From here, Superman, inhale, exhale, up. Breathe. Exhale. Push yourself into plank. You might need to come to your knees first, that's okay. Downward facing dog. Rock the feet to your hands. Inhale, exhale, reverse swan angle. Hands come up at the top together, palms together, draw the line down the body, forward fold. Half lift to lengthen, forward fold to go deeper. Step back left. Go on your knees, sweeping up. Hips forward, launch back. And rotate. Hands come down. Plank. Forward all the way down. Left leg, grab the ankle in. Exhale, pop that thigh off. Exhale. Bring the knee in toward your underarm and then lengthen it. Just notice if one side was easier, and one side was more challenging. This side is easier for me, so that's interesting. Exhale, lower down. Move back on your tummy, inhale, exhale, Superman. Breathe. Exhale down. Push to plank. Down facing dog. walk with your 2 hands. Hands come on your hips, flat in the back. Use your core muscles to come up with a flat back. Nicely done. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Swan dive. Last set. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, come down. Right foot back, runner's lunge. Foot back, plank. Rock onto your right side body for side plank or your engage. Breathe. Regular plank, chaturanga, or crocodile. Tuck your toes under, back up. Walk your feet to your hands. Exhale, hands on the hips, flat in the back. Use your core muscles, stand up straight and tall. So the arms back, inhale, exhale. Touch at the top. Slide back, forward fold. Half lift to lengthen, forward fold, reverse, step back left. Step back to plank. Rocking on your left side body, right side comes up. Side plank or breathe, pop hips up. This is protecting your shoulders. If you let your weight go down, it's more work on your shoulders, more stress. Back to plank. Chaturanga or crocodile. And exhale up. Tuck your toes under. Pushing the downward facing dog. Lengthen. Good, lower down, child's pose. Pushing your right back, reaching forward. Coming onto your forearms for modified plank. Breathe, push your shoulders away from your ears. Squeeze your abs, squeeze your booty, everything's tight. Lower the knees. Bringing your chest up, let's counterbalance that with a camel. Palms can be down with fingers pointing down. Pushing the belly forward here. Really noticing your chest start to open. Head back. Or maybe you want to go deeper and you want to start by warming that back up a little bit to touch each foot alternatively. And when you're ready, both hands come back. Have your feet pushing your belly forward, opening the heart center. Squeeze your booty, push it forward even more. Exhale. Come up to standing, mountain pose. Take a few breaths to do a body scan. What are you noticing now? Can you feel any differences? Right and left side, front and back, top, bottom. If you do, acknowledge, notice, be aware. It's okay. Let's go ahead and do a little change. So I like to pick up my heels here and just swing the arms as I just go. Oh my God. Oh. Okay, we're going to get into some flow work, some warriors, some balancing. And as you prepare, inhale, exhale, step back right, warrior one. Nice deep plunge as fast as you can. Don't worry about how deep it is. You can be here. You gotta find your warrior. Breathe. since it's a balance inspired yoga class, we're gonna go right here into that low lunge, have that heel up. We're gonna walk ourselves forward into 3-point balance. From 3-point balance, we're gonna step back. Our left arm will come up and over for this version of reverse warrior. Exhale, up through warrior two. Looking out past your lungs finger. Just to your focal point. Taking the time to focus on that which you want. Coming back to your wide-legged forward fold. Hinging at the hips, forward fold. Right now, I just want to hang here. I don't want to really work too hard. But if you want to work harder, you're just going to pull yourself down a little deeper. You can grab onto your ankles for that. You can walk your hands back and then bend your elbows. Find what feels good. Really stretching out that lower back here. Letting the blood rush to the head, soaking the brain. Put the hands on hips. As you come up, we're going to turn the feet out and move into a goddess pose. And make your little adjustments as you seem to get comfortable. Breathe, pull those arms back. Nice job. Maybe open your fingers even wider than normal. Usually I'm just noticing now, and I didn't bring awareness to it before, usually my hands, I'm tightening my arms, but my hands, the top are relaxed. But what if I engage them by really opening them here? Just a little different sensation, right? A few more breaths, you got this. Exhale. So we're going to turn ourselves so that our right foot is forward into our warrior one. Breathe. Notice. Really came down to that low lunge. Pick up that back heel. Walk yourself forward, 3-point balance. Breathe. Exhale, step back or reverse warrior. This takes a little bit of balance as well. Moving through warrior two. So what do you notice? Right, I notice when I go from reverse warrior to warrior two, my feet are closer together. I typically like to have a longer lunge here, but not from that position. Bending unless I purposely move them back out again. Oh, I can feel this. Okay, coming forward, wide-legged forward fold. This time, if you choose, we're gonna take the hands out, interlace the fingers, pull them back so you're opening your heart center, hinge at the hips. Coming forward, arms to the ceiling. If you don't want to do that, that's okay. Just go back to the regular way. Give yourself a chance here. Coming back through, up. Exhale. Moving into your goddess. Breathe. Nice job. Open the chest, pull the arms back.
Now purposely tighten those triceps right from here. Ooh. So this wasn't a lot about the legs, but what if we brought our awareness somewhere else? We can start to really feel. Really try to expand the chest even more. And go even deeper without sacrificing our form, right? So nice and tall. Ooh. Starting to really feel it. Exhale, up. Star. Yes, star. Okay, bring it in. Ooh, let's step back with the right foot to crescent move, crescent lunge. Breathe. Just like before we moved into 3-point down. So we're gonna move into 3-point down right from this pose. Let's give ourselves another few breaths here. Make sure you can see your big toe. I'm wiggly. So this is more of a balance too because we have less contact with the back foot. Exhale, up and over to 3-point balance. Okay, so if you know me well, you know we're moving into half moon. You don't have to do half moon if you're not ready for it. Right hand will come up and you'll open your chest and hip to the right. Breathe. From here, we're also going to flip back into our reverse warrior. Woo! A little bit of, that's a warrior two. Well, we're going to add on. So sometimes you notice, oh, I want to adjust that. That feels weird. That feels, do it. Fix yourself. When you feel like you're off balance, when things aren't the way you want them to be, it's okay. So you're aware, so then you notice it and you switch it. Straighten, tip, down into that triangle, please. From triangle pyramid. Good job, breathe here. From pyramid, bend, pushing into warrior three. So hands forward, or to the side. I'm wiggly. When I start moving, it's hard to keep your path. Good job, breathe and notice. Woo, I hope I do better on the other side. No judgment. Step together. Maybe a little willow tree here. Oh. And I'm trying to remember that whole sequence on the other side. So starting in that mountain, tall, purposeful. Exhale, step back. Left foot this time into that crescent lunge. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, move to that 3-point balance. When you're ready, coming into that half moon. Breathe and notice. I love half moon. It's one of my favorites. Take a few more breaths here. On the next exhale, tip it back. Reverse warrior. Oh. Exhale. Warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Moving into that triangle. Oh, beautiful. Notice and breathe. exhale into that. Pyramid, thank you. And have some bend the knee, pop to warrior 30. Bend the knee and pop to warrior 30, that rhymes. Good. Beautiful, do your best. I shouldn't have moved my head, that makes me wiggly. Remember that if you're trying to balance, you're gonna focus on one thing. And just keep looking at that and try not to let anything distract you. Okay. Let's move our hips here. That feels good. I need to counter that. And then maybe the other way. Okay. So let's moving into tree. We're going to use our left foot for the grounding leg and our right leg for the next leg, opening the hip, and then moving your foot or placing your foot wherever it wants to be. See if my foot will sit there, so we'll see. Yeah, okay. So now let's talk about where we have time and I'm not moving around too much, really struggling with my balance. Figuring out how physical balance is helpful to you. So promoting your physical balance and working on it every day is likely to help you by not falling. So as you get older, you know, sometimes we have a tendency to trip over something and fall down and hurt ourselves way more worse than if you're a littler person, younger person. Exhale, come down, let's switch sides. But when you practice your balance, what happens is you're able to recenter yourself quicker, more quickly. Now I have this really wild red-headed dog, Irish setter named Cabbage. And so he is very wild sometimes. And the other day, I was walking outside to the backyard and he got so excited, he raced from inside the house and got like underneath in between my legs as I was walking. And if it was somebody that had really poor balance, they would have crashed it down because he threw me so far. I wiggled so much, but then I regained myself. So it's the point of being able to, you're off center dramatically, but because you practice balance so well, you're able to correct yourself before you crash down. You might notice in your balance that you wiggle here and there, like that's your body trying to find the equilibrium, and that's perfectly normal. Let's do one more, let's do dancer. So I'm grabbing my right foot. First I start with a fitness thigh stretch. And now dancer reminds me of a different kind of balance because what we're balancing here is a gracefulness, a strength, right? We're balancing both grace and strength in this pose. It's an example of both. Ooh. I can really feel that in my, so let's go ahead and do one more because I just thought of another one. To work out the supportive leg of that dancer. Single leg chair. Now you can see probably pretty easy, I cannot get very far in this single leg chair. In fact, when we go to the other side, you'll see a big difference. That's because my body is not balanced with regards to my knees, so I'm working on that. One side has much more issues than the other side, but I'm going to honor my body and do what I can do and continue to promote a more balanced state for myself. All right, inhale, so we got the left foot. Exhale, moving through your dancer. If you need a ball or a chair, I like to really kick my leg out. So instead of just holding it, I see a lot of teachers like kind of just hold it sometimes. I like to really kick it out there. Woo! Breathe. Okay. So now I'm going to work the other side. Right foot comes across, and you can see already how much deeper this one will go. That's because I have better stability in my left knee than I do in my right. Therefore, it affects some poses. This is being an obvious one.
Okay, good job. Start to bring it down, nicely done. Come on down, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, exhale, up, and forward fold. Inhale, exhale, up, over to the right. Let's lay that chest down toward that leg if you can. Maybe yours touches, that would be awesome if it does. I'm not there yet. Remember, it's yoga practice, not yoga perfect. All the way up and over to the left. Inhale, exhale. Turn toward that left leg and come down. All the way up. We're going to do like a sweeping circular motion here. So we're going to turn to the right, bring our torso down, sweep it low and down to the left, back up and turn. So let's keep going. We've got 3 more here. Feel the lower back and the abs start to engage here. 1 more. Let's pause. Let's go the other way. So we go down, we go over. I'm going slow the first time. Come up, turn, and 4 more. More fluid. I mean, it can be at your own pace. Doesn't matter to me. Good. Inhale. Exhale and circle. 1 more. Beautiful. Legs come together. Stretch it nice and tall. Forward fold here. From this position, of course, this is a balance pose. We have to do our boat, right? The iconic boat for yoga core. Breathe. Your boat can be here. Your boat can be here. Your boat can be here. Do your boat. Whatever that is fine. Lower. Coming onto your back for bridge. And exhale, pop the back up. Interlace your fingers, pull your hands toward your feet. Open your chest. Squeeze your booty. Inhale, exhale, pull the knees into the chest. Exhale, guide them away. Inhale, pull them in. Moving your legs to legs up the wall. Okay, from here we're gonna work a little bit more core. We're gonna drop our left leg down, but don't let it rest on the floor. It's gonna be 6 inches. Bring it back up. Lower the right to 6 inches. Squeeze that booty once you get down there. And back up. Let's repeat. Notice. Take a break if you need to. Otherwise, let's add on. We're gonna actually bring our head and chest, head and shoulders off and pull our right leg towards our face a little bit. And then switch. So we're getting a little deeper leg stretch here. And switch. And switch. 2 more. Lower down. Let's repeat the bridge. Inhale, exhale, up. Breathe. Mindfully roll onto the outsides of your feet and let your knees go out wide. Exhale, pull your knees together. Inhale, exhale, push to regular.
Lower down, hugging those knees into your chest. Oh, feels so good. Coming into reclined butterfly. Breathe. Just let everything go. Letting your left leg go out straight, bringing the right heel into the groin area for reclined pigeon. This is a great alternative to the regular pigeon. If the regular pigeon is not accessible to you, but you want to work on opening the hip, this is a great way to do it. Bringing that knee back in, lengthening it up, walk the hands up the leg as best you can to wherever you can. Grabbing onto that foot. Exhale, open it to the right side. Bending the knee and drawing that right knee across to the left side body. Torso twist if that feels good by having your head look away, or it can look straight at the ceiling, or it can look to your left. What feels good, honor, respect, restore. Come back to that reclined butterfly. In this position, let's bring our attention to our hips. Notice if you feel a difference after working the right side with the left side. So is there a difference in the way your hips are feeling? Maybe they feel the exact same, that's okay. Maybe your right side feels more open and more relaxed, more released. Perfect. Whatever it is, we're just bringing awareness. Exhale, let that right leg extend out, bring your left heel to the groin and end up in your reclined pigeon left side. Breathe. Exhale, knee comes in, straighten the leg, walk the hands up the leg wherever you can reach them. And then pull with a flex foot that leg back to your torso, breathe. Inhale, exhale, open to the left. Inhale, exhale, up. Draw the knee in and pull it over to the right side. Torso twist. Just noticing how that feels. And now exhale, up. Bringing that leg back down. So we're going to start to get into Shavasana. Make any little adjustments you need to be comfortable. Our meditation piece will be significant today. We're going to spend some time really balancing in the mind, trying to get rid of any cobwebs, trying to just be clear and be focused and be balanced, feel like we're in harmony with ourselves and with the universe. Starting to breathe.
So how we're going to do this session is we are going to do a different breathing technique called channel breathing. After that time, we're going to do a listening meditation to a classical piece. And this piece will have lots of different emotions in it. So you might be feeling and experiencing how in the course of a song, just like in the course of a day, many different emotions happen. And then as you're listening, you're just listening, but how do we balance all those? Maybe be thinking about that. How do we balance ourselves so we don't allow things like anger and jealousy, stress to overtake us? How can we balance those emotions which happen so often by being grateful, by being loving, by being kind, by feeling happy? So as you bring your attention to the breath, take a deep breath in and exhale. Maybe your eyes are closed. Take a deep breath in and out. And in this breathing technique, you're going to use a little bit of imagination here. Imagine your spine becomes a wave center. And your spine is going to be the channel for your breath. As you inhale, the breath enters through your tailbone. It follows the curvature of your spine, relaxing your nervous system, promoting healing. It comes to your third eye chakra, the center of your forehead, where it pauses. And that energy center swirls with activity. And you're connected to your wisdom. Exhale. It travels back down. You get rid of that which you do not need. And energy exits through your tailbone. Inhaling up to your third eye chakra, through your spine. Exhaling back down. As a draining out negativity, fear. Inhale. As you get to the crest of your inhale, feel your third eye chakra open, spinning, connecting. Exhale. Back down and out. All right, this time, we're going to bring balance to the body. So we're going to continue the imagination, inhaling. The energy goes to the third eye. But this time, as you begin to exhale, you notice it come down to the collarbone where it splits into, and the energy is released down the arm and out through the fingers. Inhale. This time, inhale through the fingers. Up, so we're working in the top part of the body, up to the third eye chakra. Exhale back down to through the collarbone and out through the fingers. Continue. And now. See if you notice your fingers feel tingly. See if you can notice that energy feel right beyond your fingers now. Can you feel your aura, your energy field right beyond, past your actual physical body? Inhaling. Continue to breathe. As you remember that our hands are made for creating, for expressing what we see in our mind's eye. Continue to breathe. Inhale. The same way, exhale out through the fingers. Inhale. And exhale. Our hands are made for hugging, for loving. Inhale. And exhale. Our hands are made for helping, not hurting. Inhale. And let your hands rest. Bring your attention back through only the spinal column for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale in and out, down through the spine. We're going to do one more round in a minute. Focusing on one more different channel. Deep breath in. And exhale. Let's redirect our attention. Inhale up through the spine to the third eye. See it come back down until you get to the hip bones, at which time the energy will come out either side of the hips, down the legs and out through your toes. As you inhale next, energy comes up through your toes to your hips where it gathers at the spinal column up, traveling to your third eye. And exhale, send the breath down and out through the legs as you radiate the energy back into this earth via your toes. Continue. In and out. In and out. One more. Good. Allow yourself to adjust if you need to for the spinal part. Returning your breath to normal. Letting your body sink deeper into your mat, into the floor. And we will be listening to a classical piece of music.
Battery 60%. Connected to Eminence Light Phone. Connected to Candy Light Phone.
See if you can hear the different emotions through this piece. You'll hear a chime at the end of this meditation, listening meditation today. Just back to your body, maybe wiggling some fingers and some toes, maybe making some fists. Classical music is very balancing because it allows for your right and left sides of your brain, your right and left hemispheres, to make a lot of connections. Your right side being your expressive creative side, and your left side being your logical reasoning side. So listening to classical music helps balance your brain. But in that song in particular, I feel like I could hear a lot of emotion. I can hear happiness. I can hear like being scared, being held back, being withdrawn, and then kind of swelling into I got this, I can do this. And it goes back and forth in between all those different emotions. In the end, I feel like that last note that's held is like the exclamation point. You know what? I'm done going back and forth about it. This is it. I got this. So I really love that piece. It is a little upbeat, but I still feel like you can have a range of emotions. Balance is not just about physically not falling down, right? Balance is about how we live our life in a harmonistic way, making sure you have time for your friends, make time for your family, do your work, do it with pride and integrity, but also save time for play, save time to be creative, do the things that you love. So making sure, getting what you need to take care of you, but giving what you can, the excess that you don't need, and sharing that out is all part of being balanced. I feel like the more you come to your mat, the more you practice yoga, the more balanced you are in all those aspects. So thank you so much. I know this was a long practice today, but it's just what it was, They're all different. So I appreciate you. Let's close class. May I know my truth? May I see my truth? May I speak my truth? And may I feel my truth? Namaste.